Hey everyone, it's Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is your weekend collective career reading. So let's hop right into it. Okay, and we're back. Thank you so much for joining us here. Once again, I am Pharaoh. This is Total Understanding Tarot. Follow us over on Instagram at Pharaoh's Rise. At Pharaoh's Rise, our Total Understanding Tarot page is no longer active over there. So everything can be found on one page, and we do live tarot readings over there. When we're not posting over here, we're over there. So I've been wanting to say this. In the pre-shuffle, it was just this energy of like, the divine is telling you you're ready, but you're like, no, I gotta do this first. But I gotta do this. And probably because of some trauma, something that happened to you that you haven't dealt with, something you haven't healed yet, and that's holding your blessings hostage. Some trauma or a person you need to face or a situation you need to go ahead and close out. It's this energy of something that you gotta face. Because it's holding on to your future. It's holding your future hostage. Because it's messing with your self-belief. And it's throwing your root chakra off. I don't know why I'm feeling this in the career reading. Because it's affecting all aspects of your life. You want to know how to move in a career. And the divine is trying to tell you this career. Once again, hold on one second, y'all. Okay, thank you. You just got to know when to cut the foolishness off. You got to know when to protect your mind and guard your heart, and to know when to be authentic, which is all the time. But also there's a time and a place. If you keep giving your energy to something over and over, keep trying to have these talks and keep trying to rationalize these business moves that aren't really working out, like you keep talking to your employer over and over and you're not getting a raise, you're not getting a promotion, nothing is moving, and you just gossiping with the people on your level, you're not putting your energy to use well. That's for somebody out there. It's like this energy of just like, it's a lot of sacral chakra energy that needs to be cleared out, transmuted, and also a lot of sexual energy. You trying to realize how you're going to level up in business, but you're allowing anyone and everyone into your bedroom. You're allowing anyone and everyone to see your energy, and you're not seeing how that's connected. Because in this society, they want to put on a front, and they'll come on the television looking a certain way of how they program you to believe what successful and honesty and loyalty look like. But as a divine collective, you know what that feels like. So it's like you finessing yourself out your blessings. Like, this is what I'm really hearing. You are finessing yourself out your blessings. It's been made clear. You bind into these illusions that you know aren't real. Your self-esteem has to be leveled up. And that can't be leveled up until you start to express yourself authentically. There's been so much source energy coming out in these readings lately. A lot of orange. Like, it's not only sexual energy, but expressive, and maybe a part of your sexuality needs to be expressed. I'm really feeling like, because in my head I'm like, this is a career reading, it's like you got to express yourself authentically to get your dream job. You're trying to figure out how to make the most money and get a job that's going to be fulfilling, but it's not even your passion. Like, you don't even like doing that. And so the divine is saying your gifts will make room for you. You will be able to be prosperous. On this path, you have to be authentic. Now, if you chose another path, then that's what you do. But on this straight and narrow, The path of authenticity, being aligned with spirit, being aligned with nature, taking accountability, regularly doing shadow work, checking up on yourself, self-healing. It's like a process, and it may seem overwhelming, but it's really a beautiful thing once you see how it enhances your life. So that's not, I mean, that's just what came out earlier. It's like, you're really blocking your blessings. And this coming from me, this is me personally, I understand how that could be frustrating. Because on a deeper level, you know, at the end of the day, it's really on you. You know what I mean? But it's like on a practical 3D level, it's like, but I've been doing da-da-da-da, I've been doing X, Y, and Z. It's not fair. Like, I'm seeing people win and they're not even caring because they're not on this path. They made other contracts, they made other deals that get them what they want. And it doesn't mean that everyone who's prospering right now is karmic or low vibrational, but the energy that you're using to channel and compare yourself, you're connecting with people who are on some karmic stuff. You connected to the karmic part of yourself. So it's just this energy of just honoring your path and being okay with what you chose. Stop looking at everybody else. It doesn't matter what they're doing. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Your food gonna get cold looking on somebody else's plate. So let's get into this reading. We're not even dealing with past energy right now, unless we just absolutely need to. But I'm not really feeling that energy. I'm feeling like we're dealing with the present. You've already leveled up. This is the same thing I said in the love reading. Go check that one out. You paid your karmic debts. Your debts have been paid. It's like you paid off. Imagine yourself paying off a loan, and you still going up there every month giving them money. So they just banking off of what you can. They ain't about to tell you. They're not about to tell you that you already paid this off. Divine let you know. So some of y'all who are actually paying off debts, call up there and get your balance. See how much you actually owe, and check it and make sure it corresponds with what you've been putting in on. You know what I mean? Make sure it's right, because you just been sending money and you just assuming that you got X amount to pay off when you really don't even have that much to pay off. Or with these new policies that's coming through, you may not even have to pay off all that. Handling your business is important. You don't have time to be mixed up in nonsense at this time. So we got the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, with the Knight of Swords, with the Page of Wands. So you may be moving faster than what your passion is allowing. Like your self-worth is still in page energy, while your movement and your mouthpiece and the way you talking to people, this is energy of, oh yeah, you know, I do this and that, and I move this way and that way. But what do you have to show for it? It's like if somebody like, oh, I sell this and I sell that, and they like, oh, I'm still getting my Instagram page together, or I'm still getting my, well, you ain't really doing that, partner. Hit me up when you really got some motion going on. And it's not to discredit anyone on the rise, but if you talking that talk, saying what you got going on, you need to back that up. So this is for the collective. If y'all saying y'all do this and that, there should be evidence, there should be proof, even if it's just a few pictures on social media, but you still staying consistent with it. It's like this energy of like, be about what you talking about. And so the divine is bringing you clarity on what will bring you abundance and what really fulfills your heart. But the nah, that was just some extra energy. Protect your coins. Protect your coins, because it's a lot coming in for you, and there's a lot of people that feel like you owe them something. And if it's not in writing, or if it's not an agreement, now honor your agreements. Don't just try and finesse nobody because you didn't write nothing. But if you know you said you was going to do something, go ahead and do that. Close out that debt, because that's going to follow you. That's something that's, you know, the reciprocity, the law of sowing and reaping, that's still a law. So you're going to reap what you sow if you're not honoring your debts. Just because it's not on paper, but you told somebody, clear that out. Go ahead and clear that out. Even if you never deal with them again, you never mess with the company, the person, the groups, clear that debt out. Go ahead and knock that out. Go ahead and pick up the phone, see what can be arranged, see what can be forgiven even. I'm really getting it. If you confront some things, you never know how it can be handled, because there's money out here for all kinds of things, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of companies not really pressed too much depending on what it is that you owe, or they'll be willing to work with you. But at least put it into place so that you can clear that on out, is what I'm feeling. And moving forward, be smarter. Be smarter about what you invest in. Be smarter about what kind of deals you make. Be smarter about the partnerships that you engage in. And make sure your intention for engaging in certain partnerships are honest and true. Because that's what the energy return is. Not the divine isn't concerned with what something appears to be. That's why when you tap into who you really are, you really start to honor and trust your intuition. That instinct kicks in so you can know how to move. And the divine is like, I see what's not seen. So you can't finesse the divine. You can't trick them. You can't, like with people, you know, the same energy. Somebody can come to you all friendly and loving, but you feeling like, something is off. Or vice versa, someone not off no trauma bonding or nothing, but somebody can appear to be just kind of standoffish and just like to themselves. But the divine is saying there's something else there, you know, and it's not somebody that you got to come in and heal or build up. It's just that finding, I don't know, they have a guard up or something. I'm feeling for some of y'all, it's like this energy, like they have a guard up and they're just very protective and they're very wise about who they let into their energy. So that's why they may appear to be standoffish, because a lot of people out here fake and they're okay with being fake friendly to get what they want. But you are operating on another level. You chose a different path. So understand that that comes with that a lot of responsibility. Okay, what is this? 3 of Pentacles with the Empress with the 2 of Swords. We got all the, hold on. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is blocked because you got the 2 of Swords. You're not making a decision. That's why you can't see. We got the, let me hold this up. Oh, we in the Queen of Cups. You giving all your energy away. Hold up. So we got 3 aces here. You know the 4th one is the Ace of Cups. But this is you right here. You're not giving it away to the divine. You're not doing what you can do in the situation and leaving the rest of them. It's like you feel like either A, if you can't do it all by yourself, then it don't need to be done. Or that you can do it all by yourself. And the divine is like, they're not about to force you to do nothing. And you like, oh, it's all right. Everything good. No, you're not okay. You are not okay. You still got a lot of built up emotions about this path. A lot of built up lack mentality about money is what I'm seeing with this Ace of Coins. Learn how money works. I'm really feeling like it's this energy of like, it's a bit of arrogance. It's like, I know how money works. Like, I know how to add. I know how to subtract. I know how to invest and save. But it's like, you still doing it in a, okay, I'm going to just say this very gently, just off the strength of being here in America, in the diaspora. There's a lot of psychology around the slave and slave master mentality. Y'all can research and look that up on your own. But it's like the energy of the haves and the have-nots. On a physical level, we all know it's energetic, but we're talking practically here. We're dealing with pentacles. So it's like you're seeing money from a place of how the quote oppressor wanted you to see money. You're seeing opportunity based on the fact of how the people in power want you to see opportunity in your gifts. You're not really seeing it as a way to make abundance for you. You're seeing it either as a hobby or something you always have to struggle with. Learn how money works. Learn what it actually is. Learn that it's like, learn that the US dollar is like legal tender. Like learn, I'm really feeling like you got to really learn what money is. And in other countries, learn what money is. Learn how it works. And learn that this being real, like when you come to the US, just know what you're coming here for. Like you may be, not everything that glitters is gold, baby. Like just straight up. And it's just like, you may see this, oh, it's a land of opportunity and da-da-da-da. Cool, yes, you can really build something for nothing over here, but understand that's what you're building. Understand what you came here for and never let that leave the forefront of your mind. Other things may come and go, but what you came here for is what you came here for. Don't get finessed. Don't get finessed by Hollywood. Don't get finessed by the glitz and the glamour. Don't get finessed. Do what you said you was going to come here for and peace out. You feel what I'm saying? Build you... This for somebody Somebody came here for a purpose and they getting lost in the sauce out here. You getting caught up in the hype. You losing your way. Split the deck 2 of Wands. Come on now and try to fall in the reverse. Why? Because you're putting your seeds in unfertile soil. You partnering with things. You keep trying things that's taking your money. That's doing all this. But right here, the divine is telling you to put your emotions to what's balanced. Right? Put your emotions to what's starting to grow. You've been trying to make this grow. Like, what else do you want to do? How much more money do you want to put into this? We got the Strength card that's been popping out a lot, and 5 of Pentacles. Some of y'all are going through hardships with money. Balancing your checkbook is what I'm hearing. So learning how to save. That's what I was saying. Learning how money works, like learning how much to save, what percentages to save. You know what I'm saying? You might be doing dollar amounts. I'm going to say this dollar, it's percentages, because those dollar amounts, the more money you get, you still got a minimum dollar. Start using percentages when you're doing your savings and your budgeting and things like that. And start to know you're worthy of the life you want. Maybe start watching more videos on, you know, you want to not overindulge in social media and things like that, but start looking at the landscapes of where you want to live. Start looking at homes and houses that just have whatever. Not everyone wants a mansion or a seaside home. So whatever your ideal life is, start looking at people that have that. And not in a way that's coveting them, but in a way that's making it real for you. Because maybe every day in your outside environment, you're not seeing the homes you want to live in. You're not seeing the businesses or the reality that you want to live in. So it's like, in order to put yourself in that environment, you got to give yourself a dose of that every day. 5 of Swords with Heartbreak. So maybe y'all walking away from what y'all perceived as failed, what happened to be a failed business, you know, on a practical level. Even though you learned a lot, it's still just the reality of it. It didn't prosper. And that's being real too. Like, it was like, oh, like even me, I have to catch myself sometimes because I don't want to speak, quote, negativity out there. But the reality is what the reality is. If you had a business and it cost you more over time and you lost a lot more, that business failed in a sense of physically not taking off, but it didn't fail in the sense of you learning how to do it again. It's like when you're inventing something, you don't trick yourself in being like, oh, that kind of worked. Either it worked or it didn't. Try a new formula. Try a new formula. That didn't work, but what did I learn? Try a new formula. That didn't work, but what? And you're adding on to it. So you're getting to the jackpot. But with this Leo energy, you got to put yourself out there. You got to be confident in what you're talking about. In order to be confident about what you're talking about, you have to be well studied. So the Hierophant didn't pop out, but I'm really getting that energy of study and show thyself approved. It's time for you to study your craft. Study what it, know the ins and outs. Don't just study what brings you joy and then like, well, I'll find a business partner to do that part. Or I'll do the business and I'll find somebody creative to do that. Even if you're not a super creative person, you still need to know what the colors are, what the palettes are, the names of the strokes on the canvas, the names of the instruments. If it's music, the names of the interior design and the fabric. You still need to know that. Like, we're all more inclined to one thing or another, which is totally fine because we all have a lane that's we can really specialize our talents in and master. But it's still this energy of like, you still need to know what's going on. Because the Emperor and the Empress, they know what's going on with all their kings and queens. They know what's happening. And they know how to draw on the energy when needed. So it's like this energy of just study. And it's going to bring you these coins. It's going to bring you stability, financial independence, and your passion. You may have found that in other arenas and other professional pursuits, but the divine is saying what really wakes you up in the AM, what really gets you going, the thing that you always have in the back of your mind, what really makes you happy, is it can really make you money. And not just enough for yourself. This is enough for other people, because you see this harvest. This figure can't eat all that. She has to give it away. And Spirit will let you know who to partner with. 3 of Coins. Spirit will let you know who to help out. 6 of Coins. Right? There's some people who helped you get to where you are right now. And they did it out the goodness of their heart. Not even saying, oh, pay me back or loan me back or, put you on. But you still remember them. So this financial abundance isn't just for you. It's for you to give back to the people who helped you, and also give to the people that need partnering. People who were just like you, who just needed a chance. And you'll have that ability. Okay, so we had a star with the queen. Come on, baby. Straight. I don't even say that a lot, baby. Like, I don't really say that. So it's like, what I say, like up north, like getting a little fresh. Like you just being yourself. It's just like in a high vibrational, just some smooth stuff. Learn how to maybe take some communication courses. Learn, be okay with public speaking. Be okay with just being yourself, right? And it's like, if you're not the best that you want to be at something, or like good quote at something, you can always learn. So if public speaking or expressing your feelings is challenging, you can take courses for that. You can take classes. Go to YouTube, Google University. Like, it's free. It's FREE free. You know, I mean, I pay to get the ads off because I can't really deal with all that. But it's free in general. So it's like, minimize your distractions, and you'll see what's really real. We got to start with the Queen of Wands. Like, this is the energy that you in. The divine, you in the star energy. You done healed. You know how to balance yourself. You natural. You see she got her natural growth going. So this could be you, like, physically just being like, I'm me. Still staying hygienic, of course, but like, I'm not about to do no extra stuff. Like, you know, she's completely vulnerable and naked as an adult, whereas the sun is an inner child being naked and vulnerable. Like, you've helped heal that part. But this is the adult that's naked and vulnerable. And you're also protected because you purified yourself with this white crane there. You purified yourself. And you worked. You worked. You put in that work. So what's this? Through that strength was the catalyst, but why you're in this energy, but you in your head because you think you need somebody to help you. You in this Nine of Swords, this is like anxious, almost paralyzing energy. Like, you know what you need to do, but you can't do it because you feel like you're by yourself. You feel like, oh, in order to get to this 10 of coins, you gotta be the 9 of coins, bossed up on your own, and you can do the 10 of coins. But you can't do that looking for people and your business is suffering, your career is suffering because you either paired with romantic partners and friendships that aren't healthy, or if you're single, you feel like you just got to have somebody to go to the next level. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You do not need another person. You may want another person. That is your right, because we are social creatures. And then, of course, like, you do want a partner. Like, I feel you on that. But if that's causing you not to put in that work, then that's an attachment. That's shadow work that need to be done. You can want to be with somebody, but it's like, hey, I'm still about to get my work done. I'm still about to go out here and enjoy myself. I'm still about to go out here and kick it with the homies. And if you don't have a lot of homies or nothing like that, I'm still about to go enjoy my life. Join a group, you know, whatever. If you have an activity, I know where I live, like, there's a lot of bike groups that come around. Like, you could just, like, literally find them on social media and just, like, link up with them for their bike rides and stuff. You know, go to yoga classes and things like that, and find some sense of community to where you can still get your work done, because you got to get your work done. You can't be sitting around here waiting for nobody. The ancestors asking you. They done gave you all the tools you need. They give you the wisdom, protection. They protecting you like no other. King of Wands right here with the Hermit. And the 10 of Cups with the Chariot on the bottom. So for some of the collective, I'm just keep it real. You know, I'm all for independence and things of that, but I'm also for a high level vibrational partnerships. As you work and become yourself, your counterpart is here too, becoming themselves. And with this Hermit energy, I'm feeling like as you put yourself out there, they could be checking you out. Like, you see how I'm saying could. They're checking you out. Like, I don't know. Like, I got to deal with that in terms of just being like, bro, what you trying to say? What you trying to do? Because otherwise, I'm here. I'm doing this type energy. So it's just like, just be mindful of when you start to show up, the right people will show up for you. And if you're operating in your gifts and talents, you're naturally going to attract people on your level. You don't have to, you know, be like, why am I attracting all these people that's not on my level? Because in your mind, you are higher than your level of action is. You do more thinking and planning and imagining than you're actually putting in the work. So you're only going to attract what you're doing here. We're in the 3D world right now. And I know all this consciousness, leveling up, 4D, 5D, etc. That is very real. But we're still on this planet and it's still 3D too. So you got to put in that work to physically attract another physical being, because you got all the spirits, all the high vibrational spirits in the 5D network, but you want a physical person that's on your level. So you physically got to get in there and do the work, and physically get in there and grind for your business, and don't stop fighting for your passion. And then that's where you'll find this partnership, equal partnership in love and in business. The person that you feel like you waiting for could already be in the industry that you want to be in. They're already in the industry that aligns with you, and you being on your game, them being on their game, you're going to naturally align. But trying to wait and you diminishing your energy, you fighting against yourself. You fighting yourself in your head. You deceiving yourself, thinking you're not good enough, and thinking that you need somebody, and thinking that you're about to be by yourself. Okay, it's this energy of feeling like either I'm gonna have a bomb career or a bomb relationship. It's like if I'm a career businesswoman, then they always end up alone, because your mindset has to change. You have certain quote truths unquote that you have been planted in your brain and flourishing. You got to rip the whole plant out. You got to take all the soil, all the roots. Maybe you've just been doing it on the surface and the roots there. You got to dig in there and get those roots. What was planted in you based on maybe how you grew up, how you saw maybe your mom or father or a guardian, whoever it is that raised you. Maybe some people were in foster care, so you really saw, like, you really didn't get that sense of family and community in consistent way that you needed. So it's like your stability, that root chakra, has been thrown off since then. Like your root chakra is off balance. There's been a crack in it. I'm seeing it's a round tile, but it's sort of like embroidered, and it's like cracked, and it's like you're trying to see why the energy isn't flowing. You got to fix that. You got to fix that. One little thing can cause a huge explosion. So if your root chakra is off, even if you reach a level of success, that insecurity, that fear that's going to stem from there, that foothold is going to stem for lower vibrational karmic devil energy, is going to consistently ruin all of your success. Like clockwork. It doesn't matter how successful you get. If you don't constantly not and feeling like you don't get to rest, but it's just being honest with yourself about where you are. Like either you healed something or you didn't. Either something's on your mind or it isn't, whether it should be or not. Like, I'm really thinking about this right now. I'm really trying to put it out my mind, but it keeps coming back. Spirit, how do I deal with this? Who do I need to talk to? In meditation and prayer, help me to release this. And they're going to show you ways, and and sometimes it may not be the way that you think it should be. It's like, how is this related to this? It doesn't, you ask them for help, so they're going to help you get there. But you got to release that control, release that guard, thinking you know everything, and you thinking you know everything, but you in this energy laid out on the floor and telling yourself everything is fine. Usually when I read that card, it's not that energy, but today it is, because here we are. You making something a lot worse than it is, and get rest. You see, she up worrying. Take your warm shower, do 5 minutes, 10 minutes of like some light yoga, stretching, maybe some yin yoga, stretch it on out, drink some warm tea. You know what I'm saying? Like before you start the yoga, put the tea on. When the tea is ready, as you're doing yoga, by the time you finish your 5-10 minutes of yoga, the tea is cooled off. So now you could drink your tea, your chamomile, your lavender, you know what I'm saying? Whatever gets you settled in for the night. As an aside, mugwort is really good too. A lot of people smoke mugwort, but you can really put it in the tea and just sort of allow yourself to have a good bedtime. The same way, this came to me earlier this week too, earlier today specifically. Yeah, today it came to me, and it's like the same way you get ready to go out to work, or the same way you get ready to go out, period, is the same way you need to get ready to go to bed. Because you're literally going to another arena, another dimension. You're going to the dream world, whatever you want to say. So the same way you get ready to go out, it's the same way you get ready to go to bed. You take your time, you take a shower, you get dressed, you moisturize, you get dressed, you put on, scents, you know, and it's this energy of when you get ready for bed, you take your shower, your bath, whatever, moisturize your skin, put on calming, put on some lavender lotion. If you don't have that, just some essential oils, a few lavender essential oils. You can even like put it around, like depending on how sensitive your skin is, you can mix it with other oils, but put it right here, so every time you breathe, you get the lavender on your chest, the same way you used to do cold medicine back in the day. You put it on your chest, so it helps you relax. It helps you get prepared for bedtime. And that tea, I'm telling you, is not only going to warm your body, but it's going to relax everything. Put on some instrumental or certain frequencies that help you relax. Now be mindful, just because it's music with frequencies, it doesn't mean it's conducive for sleep. So look at the, they always say like 432 hertz or 528 hertz or whatever hertz. Look at it and make sure that it's conducive for relaxation, because some of those tones and beats are stimulating. And you may be wondering why you're not getting rest at night, because you got on this stimulating music, stimulating binaural beats and all that. So just put on some relaxing music. We have a root chakra meditation on our page, Pharaohs Rise YouTube page, and it's on streaming sites. So check that one out with affirmations in it. And we're going to do more of the root chakra of the sacral and keep going up. But it's just this energy of take time. What you invest your time into is what's going to pay off for you. So wherever you're giving your energy at this time, that's the manifestations that's coming. So if you want different manifestations, invest your energy. Give the allotted amount of time in other areas. And you got to cut off some bad investments too. Acknowledge that they were just bad investments. You learned the lesson, but the investment itself it didn't pan out. And just be real about that. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card from the Isis Oracle deck. Temple of Carnelian. You feeling like, because I felt this card, but then I like moved it, but then my right hand picked it up. You got to protect your energy. And protecting your energy means acknowledging when you are making bad investments. When you are investing in a bottomless pit, be it people, be it a business. Make a plan to get out of there. If it's a person, if you can go ahead and relieve them and let them go. If you're a business owner and you keep trying to give this person a chance, go ahead and let them go. I know it is, like, honestly, you may be trying to show grace and mercy, but if somebody really want to be there and they understood the gravity of the situation, they will step up their game and level up and show up for you. So do what you got to do. Sekhmet is here. Love is also correction. It's not just, oh, love and light, peace be with you. Here's some snacks and some incense. It's like, hey, you messing up right here. And I'm going to let you know that. You're not doing your best because you told me what you wanted. And this is not it. I see you slacking off. I see you coming in late. I see you da-da-da-da. And I'm trying to give you a chance. That's what the universe is saying, and that's what some of y'all business owners are saying to people, and that's what some of the your superiors in your office are saying to you, and you taking it lightly. If you don't want to be there, acknowledge that and make a plan to leave. But don't keep putting that energy on their business, because you want to be a business owner, and you're going to have to deal with people slacking off and coming in late and not doing the real work they're supposed to do and things like that. So it's like, just acknowledge it. Hey, I need to step up in these areas. And if your environment is toxic, leave. Make a plan and leave. But don't make an excuse. Don't lower your level of productivity and feel justified because the corporation is toxic. You already delivering yourself your own karma. The divine can't step in and give you what you truly deserve because you want instant gratification. You get what you deserve by saying, this isn't the place for me. This isn't what I want to do. But I'm going to show honor until, it's time to leave, until I put in my 2 weeks, my month notice, or whatever it is that you got to do. And the same thing with employers. If you got to let somebody go, give them enough time to get themselves together, or give them a severance package or something like that. Depending on the offense, sometimes you got to cut things off, but it's like, it's a cold world out here. You can let people go with some grace. You don't always have to do it like by the book, just like cutting folks off when people got things to do. The same way you would want a 2 week notice, You give them some grace. I'm not saying 2 weeks. I don't know what you got to do, but I'm just saying, like, give them some grace. If it's deserved. That's your up to your discretion. Divine sisterhood, community of the spiritual sisters and brothers alike. You will attract the people that you need to when you step into the energy that is authentic to you. And like I said, you know what it's like out here. You're not one of these distant corporate people. So you can show people grace, you can show people mercy while still protecting your energy. And, you know, some things do need to be cut off, but it's like, you know how to be a human. Like, you know how to be a divine human. You know how to incorporate that energy and, like, well, this society in da-da-da-da. Like, no, man, come on. Like, that's just, I don't know why that's just being so heavy right now in this reading, but it's like this energy of a job wants you to put in 2 weeks before you leave, but they also put in the contract that they could fire you at any time, but you signed that contract. So be mindful of what you sign at this time, because you can't complain about it later if you sign like, oh, I didn't read that. That's on you. You didn't read it. You still subject to what you signed up for. So it's like, sign up for things that you truly resonate with and don't accept offers out of desperation. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you. This is Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot. Follow us over on Instagram at Pharaohs Rise. All of our content is there. And also our new website at www.TotalUnderstandingTarot.com. That is live right now. You can book personal readings. You can do all of that. We're live in Instagram where we're not posting videos here twice a week. We post videos here twice a week, and the other days we're going live, except for one day. So it's like we post 6 days and then we get like a little rest break, a rest day, unless we just like really feel compelled to give a message. So we're kind of gearing back up in that energy, pardon me. And yeah, so this is just the energy of acknowledge what it is so you can do what you got to do. You know, just make it happen. It's like, this honestly, like with me, it's like you can find, especially the collective, we're highly intelligent, you know, and supremely intuitive. So it's like we can make anything work for us. And that includes working our way out of our blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like reasoning your way out of why you don't have to do something, or why you don't need to confront something, or why you don't do what you got to do. Just do it. Make it happen. Okay? So much love and light. I wish y'all the best. I hope y'all have an amazing, fun weekend. If you one of the people that, you know, the day is a day, you don't have no technical weekend, still give yourself a self-care day. Even if it's on a day that's not considered a weekend, you still deserve rest. Okay? And every night you deserve rest, adequate rest. Okay? You know, I know this energy of grinding it out and only getting 3 hours of sleep and 4 hours of sleep. That is not healthy. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? I understand you got to burn the midnight oil sometimes, but that's on occasion. Like, you don't got to do that consistently. You can break it up and space it out to where you can still like recuperate your body. How can you fully function and you haven't fully restored your systems? You know what I mean? It's like you're not getting adequate rest. You're not eating the right foods, or you eat right before bed, so your body not resting is still working while it's resting to digest your food, or you're not feeding it properly, so it's trying to pull nutrients it's pulling it from your bones, from your hair, from your skin to make sure you stay alive because you're not eating properly, all of the sake of, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, and you get a false sense of superiority or a false sense of righteousness by neglecting your body of food and sleep. That's backwards, and that's not okay in the long run. So create you a sustainable routine, create you a sustainable schedule and structure. Okay? So much love and light to you. Namaste.